Welcome back to the channel, Stuart from ZSC Toys and Play, and today we're going to be reviewing the commercial aircraft with accessories. Okay, so if you're a veteran to the channel, you're going to know that I have actually reviewed this in the past. I reviewed it a long time ago in 2019 when I first opened the channel, and I just wanted to pick up on a couple of things I've learned about it since then and hopefully do a better unboxing for you than back then. So let's just get this, let's just go around the box. As you can see here, it's a absolutely massive model. It's one of the first things that that got me look into Siku, is that when I was searching for airplanes for our son, I came across this. It was a new release for 2019, and I actually got this from Australia because it was released in Australia before it was actually released in the UK, which was interesting. Okay, so as you go around the box, you can see on the top section here, you do get a light to the underside. I'm aware that on my previous video I didn't show that. So as we go around the sides here, you can see that we do have a diorama with, you do have the what's included in the set there, and then you do have a diorama which does include the airport accessories, which comes in a different pack. It actually comes in with this small aircraft here, which is really small, and I think it is really quite playable for someone that is young, but as part of the set is definitely something that I do think is an afterthought. But we'll get into that video in later videos, and then you can make a decision for yourself. Okay, so as we go on to the rear side there, I will just get that around in a different scale. So you do get this, so as part of this set, you do get everything you see here, and again, this comes in a different set here as well. But then you've got a 1:50 scale truck there, and then you've got different scales, smaller scale trucks here, and UPS vehicles, and then you can make everything up with the helicopter landing pad. And then you do get this tower here in a different set, that although I haven't come across that in a long time, so that will be interesting to see exactly where that's come from. That to me looks like that's actually come from the car ferry set, and then they've done something else here, but that'll be interesting to find out. I may put in the description or in the comments down below how I can come across to that. Okay, so here, if you want to get additional parts in this set here, you do have this additional set here that will give you a bit of a runway, a very small airplane which is plastic, and then you can actually use this as part of the set. And once you've got both these together, the scale works all really well. Okay, so as we get into the unboxing, okay, so this is the everything in the box that's included. So if we just put the plane to the side, and then we'll just go through everything else that is part of it. So you do get this little man. It is fully rubber. It actually does feel of a nice quality. It does stand up very well on a flat surface, but from experience on a carpet, it's not so good. So this just does actually just tend to stay in the box most of the time. Then you do get these other rubber men, which do have these little nubbins on there, which fit into the aircraft here, as you can see. And then you do have some holes on in the seats there as well. So we'll just put one in for example there, and then they are nicely secured in there once they are all in. So we'll just put all of those in there. And then close up the fuselage, and then they are done in there as well. And then you get these chocks that clearly will go underneath the wheels. They are of very good quality, very durable, and will possibly last you quite a long time. And then you go to this taxi, which is the standard for transit van casting, you do get this additional light on the top here, as well as this checkered screen printing. It is a light model die casting, and you can feel that the quality is quite low compared to other if it was a one-off vehicle, and it also has plastic wheels. Then you get the car which moves the aircraft around as you would pull it away from being loaded up with passengers. And then you get this tow bar section here, which then goes on to the back of this vehicle, and then has quite a nice play. And then the section here actually hooks up to the front landing gear, like so, and then it is very easy to reverse or drive the aircraft forward and reverse it as you need to. And it does work really well. It does work really well. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded. And if you have any questions, please comment down below and I'll be happy to help. So as we get into the aircraft itself is all plastic, although when you pick it up it is fairly heavy, so it does have a good quality feel to it. As I said before, you do get the landing gear, which does go up and down and is very solidly put into place when it is upside. When it is up, it does not fall down. It's really quite good like that. And then previously there is a light there as well for you to put on for landing. And then you can see, and then obviously the battery was included, so I didn't have to add a battery in there. Then you have this screen printed livery on the side here, which is because you could be in German, you do obviously have the German flag on there. So as part of the playability of the model, you do get these two bays of the fuselage which do open. This one obviously has all the seating for the passengers. There are actually some seats in the front of the model as well for the cockpit, and you can actually take this apart with a screwdriver and put two of the people that you have here in the front here to symbolize pilots. So then this just clicks down and it is clicked into place really well. And then in this section here, you might have seen on the pictures of the box that you can put cars in there of a 1/64 scale onwards. And then you just close that down like that. You do also get the props for the turbo engines do move around. You probably won't be able to see that very well, but in terms of the model, it is really well put together. It's nice and strong and robust, and I think it would be a good addition to any collection you may have. And in terms of playability for a small, I think it is going to be really well. It is very durable and everything, and I think you would get a lot of play out of this model and a lot of enjoyment. So pros and cons. I think one of the only cons I have from this whole set is mainly this man is just completely out of scale, but that is a minor detail. And then that this model is just, this taxi is just fairly cheap. The actual pull-in car is of a decent quality for the size of it. It does have plastic wheels, but I would have liked to have seen rubber, but that's a minor detail. No windscreen in the front of here, which is interesting, but again, it's not necessarily a must. But this whole section does work really well with towing the airplane around, and comes on and comes off fairly easy, even for a small person to understand. The model itself for the airplane, I think, is of a really good quality, a really good plastic, and it is definitely something that I do recommend if you are going to have as part of your collection, that you get this too. Okay, so if you have any questions, please comment down below. Please make sure you like, subscribe and share. And that's it for this review. Thank you very much.